Hey guys, this is Penwynn here with the Passive Farmer. We're gonna review game 2 of. Actually, don't remember the team name.
Puggers versus Mars Hogan. Interesting team names. Interesting
Radiant
team names.
team
But yeah,
Okay,
okay.
so we'll start off with the draft phase.
I'm gonna fast forward a bit to follow on.
I go
Dire
to
team
2x
Radiance ban.
and Coddle.
Dire's ban.
Okay, my
Radiance
Pugna
pick.
gets banned again, of course.
Okay.
I don't think I'll ever get to play Pugna again.
10 seconds to go. 5
So
seconds.
so we're Radiant again. I think our team likes first pick.
Dire's pick.
And they like putting me on support or saves, I guess. So I'm on
Okay.
Abaddon this time.
All right.
10
Strong
seconds to
first
go.
pick. I
Yeah,
think.
we were talking Wind Ranger,
seconds.
but we didn't want to first pick a Wind Ranger, so we're on Abaddon.
Yeah, Wind Ranger's a little bit awkward. It's
Yeah.
not particularly strong.
It won the
And
major.
there's a lot of. Yeah, that's true. But you're not Seb. So.
No, don't insult me like this. I think
Okay,
this is the
so
second game they pick Lich again, so I think their support just feels very comfortable on Lich.
Lich is a
10
lane dominator,
seconds to
very
go.
easy to play, has a lot of
5
utility,
seconds.
and I think in team fights you can
Yeah.
be terrible at positioning and still be
I think
useful
that
on
Frost
Lich.
Shield is a menace too, like super annoying.
Yeah. It makes teams that have weaker safe lanes,
Yeah.
I guess, have an easier time. It's similar to ABBA in that sense, right?
Yeah.
Like Razor, okay.
He's carry opening.
Good heroes.
10
First phase
seconds to go.
Razor is hard to deal with.
Yeah, I think Mars, we did Mars in response to Razor because we think it's a safe lane.
It's 50-50 matchup. Mars does pretty well in the sense that you can just spear Razor out, but Razor gets a free lane.
Yeah.
Dire team ban.
So Visage, we had to play against Visage last game. It was Cancers. And then our Raid King was well, won the game, so
10
pretty good.
seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dire's ban.
Banning Pango. Interesting. I guess Pango is a ban against their mid laner. I don't think you would ban it for their off lane. Dusa ban makes sense. Strong hero works pretty well.
I think it just works well with Mars.
10 seconds.
It's not great against Razor, but I can see why you would ban it out. It can get annoying. Night Stalker ban. That's a strong ban, I think.
Yeah, I think especially with two melee showing, you don't really want to deal with a Night Stalker.
Right. Anti-mage ban. Okay, another just.
Yeah, they just don't have catch anyway, right?
For Razor, yeah.
So.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Yep. It's still a very, very open draft.
Yeah.
Rubik makes sense. It's good against Abba. You steal the shield. Good against Mars. You steal any of his spells.
Yeah, Mars.
It's good.
10
everything's good. Except maybe the shield bash.
Even the shield bash isn't too bad. It gives Rubik a lot of survivability, and yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm expecting your team to really pick some more damage to follow up because Abba is I think
we ended up like I think we usually end up lacking damage, so I think right now we're putting the damage on the +4 Skywrath. What I think we did.
Skywrath is kind of awkward, mainly because Rubik is very, very good against Skywrath.
Yeah, that's what another
hero you can steal everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we considered that, but I think we still went with it. It works really well with Mars. I think it works really well against Razor, the Razor lane.
I would have. Yeah, I would have considered something maybe a little bit safer to play against their team. Maybe like Dark Willow. I'm not sure if your +4 plays Dark Willow, but Dark Willow is very, very good against this team.
That's a good.
I think it really prevents Razor from running at you.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah. I don't know if I don't know what our +4's hero pool is, but I can see where Willow fit here.
Yeah, and Willow also has a much better matchup against the Lich, I think. Ember Spirit, okay.
I think
This
it's
is
a
probably
comfort. I think it's a comfort thing. Like he plays mostly offlaners, but I think Ember is one of the few kids that was.
right. I think this is like the first real like
Radiant team.
weird pick I've seen
Tidehunter.
from your team.
Mhm.
Ember really doesn't like do anything in
Yeah,
particular well.
I
It's
think.
a hero that you yeah.
Yeah, I think this game, like Ember's role, should be like bots and just control the lanes.
But it's
10
it's very tough to
seconds to
play
go.
Yeah,
Ember into this lineup. Like,
Five
it's hard
seconds.
for Ember to really get in and out of fights
yeah, yeah, yeah.
because there's two instant
Dire
lockdowns, right?
team
You have the Rubik
ban.
lift
Yep,
and you have the Lich, and
yep.
Ember just hates being like nuked down
Hmm.
too.
And then now they're
So
showing a Tidehunter too. Like it's getting pretty tough.
it's already a very tough Ember game. Any misplays, and I think Ember just dies
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Uh,
10
yeah.
seconds
So
to
for your
go.
carry, I like if I'm looking at this draft, I'm thinking maybe
5
something like a Phantom
seconds.
Lancer.
Hmm.
Um,
Radiant
yeah, just
team
something that
ban.
makes it tough for them to like
I was thinking,
immediately.
I was thinking like a sniper here to like do tower damage.
Yeah,
I,
sniper works as well. It's a little bit riskier, but for sure you can pick
yeah, like I brought it
sniper.
up, but I think we decided not to do.
Mhm.
Now we're banning up the
30
Naga.
mid.
seconds to go.
Um, I really don't. Okay, well
5
maybe I'm a little bit
seconds.
ahead, so I can actually see
So
this.
I actually slowed it down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
We were talking a lot.
Yeah,
I'll speed it up a little bit.
yeah, it's fine.
Uh,
I'm watching the stream anyway, so it's
yeah.
okay. I was getting a little bit of a preview, but yeah.
Dyer's ban.
Then yeah, we think this is a safe lane razor, and they're missed out.
Mhm.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Radiant's pick.
Oh, they banned the
Dyer's
So
Phantom
they
Lancer,
actually might not look at
and then we go
Razors either.
Naga. Last
10
pick.
seconds to go. 5 seconds.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
think like right away, like we're really lacking damage, right? Like
I mean, I'm just looking at this Naga hero here, and I'm thinking to myself,
Alchemist.
Time to select from
there's
all
really
these
no way for this to
things.
be a good Naga game. There's
yeah,
just too many things that
yeah.
can deal with Naga, especially in lane. Like Naga, generally, the reason why the hero is strong is because you get a free lane against pretty much any offlaner,
Hmm.
not named Tidehunter.
Yeah, pretty
Tidehunter
much.
is extremely good against Naga.
Yeah, like we basically do nothing against him.
Right, and also the other thing is net is terrible against Tidehunter because it doesn't deal damage.
Yeah, like
So
Tidehunter is
for
basically always able to get the Ravage off. It's kind of,
exactly.
and I think we just don't have the damage to deal with a farmed Alchemist.
Right. But we will see
Yep.
because
I'm gonna go back to normal speed.
yeah.
So I'm smoking. I'm gonna block the small camp over here.
Mhm.
This should be interesting.
I've zoomed out too far. How do I zoom back?
Good.
I think you just scroll the use this scroll or something.
I'll always remember how foolish.
Yep. So we got let's see, Penta and the Skywrath. Once again, Jet on Mars, Ego on Naga, Puckmac on Her, and me on Abaddon. Block this camp over here. We've got Anna Rubik, BGD on Tidehunter, I eat oil on Lich, OOO on the Razor Safe Lane, and Snlork, Alchemist.
Yeah, so I think immediately, you realize the
Battle
big
will
threat this
commence
game
in
is, of
30
course,
seconds.
going to be the Alchemist,
Yep.
right? Like this, you need to shut down the
Yep.
Alchemist.
That's why we blocked this
think-
camp right away. First thing.
Right. Now the biggest problem is your supports are terrible against Alch.
Yeah, like we do nothing against him, and
Yeah,
we see that real quick.
Right, so I think it's honestly the Mars job this game to take care of the alchemist. It's the only hero that kind of has a way of
Ready
dealing
when
with
you say
a
so.
extremely farmed alch. So you
Mhm.
have 2 instant disables. Um, eventually Naga does outcarry alch, but it's a tough
I
matchup.
think like Naga's gotta be like gaudy and massive damage items.
Right, and that's why I'm a little bit concerned that this Naga went for this. I want to say it's
Magic
like a
wand, just
greedy build. Yeah, because a wand is not an
yeah,
accelerating item.
yeah,
It's for
yeah.
surviving the lane, and the reason you do this is because you're against the Tide Hunter.
Yep.
Again,
I think
that's
it's the
more of
right
a
build
choice
just
than
because it is against the Tidehunter and Rubik. Like, I don't see us winning this lane.
right, but that's kind of your fault for picking
Naga into
the
Tide.
Naga into Tide. Yeah,
My thanks will come later,
yeah.
when you least expect it.
And I am just gonna do my best to give Naga EXP because
Right,
yeah.
and the other thing that's a bit weird here is there's no reason for you to pick Naga, or sorry, to pick Appa if you're going to pick a Naga. Like,
Yeah. I think we just snap picked it because it's a good hero. And we didn't really have a Naga in mind at the time.
right. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Can you turn on the last hits? I'm curious as to how mid lane is going.
Um
Warren 0.
I mean 3 denies.
Mhm.
Ember is pretty good.
Yeah, so if you're Ember this game, you have to go very, very aggro. You go the Orb of Corrosion.
Oh, I see.
I would honestly,
I tip my
uh,
spear.
But I
I
think
would
this is
think
really
about
the key, right? Like if you can shut this guy down or not. Oh,
right.
just out of range of this stupid thing.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
And I mean, they can't really step up into Razor, so I think Razor's gonna have. Actually, his farm isn't that good. They're doing a really good job of controlling it back here. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's just
That's just the
the
Skywrath.
MMR difference between the lanes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because I think their safe lane is relatively low MMR. They're like both Archon
So,
or something.
like Sky is doing a really good job of just crushing this lane.
Right. And over here, oh man, letting Out get lane like
Yeah.
everyone control it kind of sucks. So I think the way as Emperor that you play this lane is you actually skip the bottle and you just get boots.
Okay.
You make yeah, you make it really tough for Alp to ever contest you for runes, and you just shove it into the Alp early on. Force him to never be able to leave lane to stack.
Okay.
Yeah. Because every time you go for a rune, Alp just says, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stack.
I don't think there's much I can really do here. Just like me and he or she, we're just hitting each other. Nothing's gonna happen here.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, right? Because you're on a hero that doesn't do anything in lane.
Yeah. Nice.
Dire's barrier has
And
been
also, I hope this
forcibly
Mars
lifted.
does not go for the armlet build, because if you go for the armlet build, you just automatically lose.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's really not an exaggeration either, because like without Mars, I really don't think you have any way of killing this out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Tokamac's doing a pretty good job of
Yeah.
keeping the Alk low, but because he went for such a defensive build, he went for like bottle, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. He finally goes for the Orb of Corrosion, so that's good.
Yeah.
But you see, it's a little bit late. If he had boots, he would have the Orb of Corrosion already.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got to kill the support.
Yeah, it's not a big deal though.
Radiant's top tower
Then
is
nothing's
under
happening.
attack.
Naga's 14 CS, Tide's 8.
Right, but in theory, you're actually losing the bot lane
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because. And anytime Naga is shut down even remotely, it's not good.
Bottle.
Okay. Yep. And so Tokamac's doing a really good job of keeping. Oh no,
No.
boots. That's fine. He's doing this just to harass Snlork. But again, it's a little bit of a mistake. And yeah, Penta comes in.
I don't think they'll get anything from this, but
No chains. You have chains there. You kill. Oh, that's such a shame. Okay. It's not too bad. Like the Alk isn't having the freest game ever, which is already quite good.
I think think this small card can't block was really.
Yeah. So I think one thing you could be doing right now is just trying to detect, like, every time Rubik leaves a lane,
Yeah.
you either like get a fast pull, or which you do,
Yeah.
right? But unfortunately, this isn't a great pull because it just gives Tide some free XP.
No.
Or you just go follow the Rubik and see if you can stop him from pulling.
Thanks.
And stacking camps. It's tough. It's tough because you don't really want to leave your lane too much either.
Like, if I leave the lane and Naga for some reason gets bullied out by the Tide Hunter, just
Yeah,
go
but I think
south.
at this point, Naga should be fine.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm just hunting around now because I know Rubik's been missing. So I'm.
Mm.
I noticed they
Yeah.
also dewarded my.
Right. But it's unfortunately just a little bit late. If you were
Yeah.
here maybe like 30 seconds earlier, you stopped the poll, and now they're gonna do another poll.
Get the stack off.
Yeah, so
I'm
this
under
double
their
stack.
ward.
Yeah. Not too much you can do about this poll. I think going in is risky.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
never really
I feel
know.
like if I go win, like the Tide and the Alp would just definitely go on me.
Right, and giving, yeah, but you can see how much of an issue this is already. Your Ember is struggling. You're kind of forced to rotate,
Yeah. Thanks be to you.
but it's accomplishing very little.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, I think Razor's gotten enough levels where the Mars can't stay in lane anymore either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now Mars is getting forced out. He
Yep.
just got his bracers. He went boots first, I think, which is the right play, but an issue.
I think ideally you want to just rush the face boots. You skip Soul Ring, you skip bracers. Against any sort of hero that can chase you, like Jug, like Razor, you always rush phase. There's nothing else in this lane does anything for you.
Alk is off farming. Now I think he starts accelerating. His
Top
Rubik
is
is just
missing.
stacking for.
Yep. And this is the issue, right? Your Mars, who should be about ready to hit level 6-ish, is really far behind, so he can't help pressure the Ancients.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's still like a creep or two away from level 6.
Oh, Penta's maxing Q.
Yeah, that's alright. Maxing Q is, I think, fine. You get the extra damage. The bigger issue here, I think, is she's staying without any regen. So you can see here, I think you guys are going to go on the Razor. You're probably going to get this
Yeah,
kill,
look at
but
that.
it's like a very, very slow kill, and I think Penta probably dies for it. No,
Sends me
it's barely fine. Should be able to get both here.
Nice.
Yeah.
to the black book.
Good kills, good kills.
I mean, unfortunately though, Razor's not the win condition. It's this guy that I'm worried about, but there's
Radiant's
literally
middle
nothing we can do
tower
against
is
My
under
him.
thanks will
attack.
come
Yeah.
later.
Yes,
Least
yes.
expected.
Oh, that was
I
a
think
great
Naga
night
should
there.
honestly, if this was like a
So,
really, really good
what's
Naga
happening here then?
player, I don't know if Ego is, might be. You would just send the illusions and you block the camp every minute.
Would you go for Boots Travels on Ember, or would you just...
I think you go, you want to play this game extremely, like, aggressively, right? I think, personally, I would have just skip getting either phase or BOTs and just rush directly for the Maelstrom. But that's more of a preference. Some people really like this phase boost because it lets you chase better.
Your place is here.
Alk's at 40 C?
Yep.
But it's an Alk.
Yep. So yeah, like the Alk is actually not having that good of a time. It's
Yeah.
just that you guys are putting more pressure, I think, on the Razor than you are
Yeah.
on the Alk.
Well, because that's the only
Maybe-
place we have to play with the Mars, right? Like,
Right. No, I agree. I just think that like the Mars should be either getting this tower,
that's true. We're like way too slow in like pressuring this tower.
right? Or
And
Like
mid,
the
and we're
Ember
losing.
Radiant's
We're
middle
getting
tower
hit
is under
mid.
siege.
Yeah.
We're trying it.
right. So like the Tokamac's doing a really good job here, by the way. Like he's probably played this almost perfectly, I want to say. But the issue is this: he's solo invading, right? Because you guys made the play on top while he was making this play, which doesn't really make sense, right? Maybe he could have waited a little bit.
Yeah.
Or like maybe if you went with him instead of going top lane, like just splitting up the resources a little bit more efficiently, because I think at this point Mars plus Skyrath should be able to kill Razor without your help.
Has fortified its structures.
Yeah, I think that's why I ended up leaving top, because it's like felt like I wasn't doing too much up there anymore.
Right, because I think the ideal way you could have played the situation, if you were allocating resources perfectly, is you just send the Ember top lane with the Mars and the Skyrath. Anyone who shows up dies because Al cannot rotate. And then you just leave the Abaddon mid, because you're both essentially doing the same thing to contest Al. You're basically nothing.
Good point.
Oh,
no.
And then at this point, Ember is probably gonna die again, or at the very least be forced to go back home, which is even worse than dying.
Yeah, and they take. Okay, so we trade towers. I'm trying to hold mid, like you said, like you mentioned.
Yep.
I know. I don't care either.
This is good. Like Abba needs the CXP anyways.
Yeah. They're still taking mid tower or bot tower slowly, so I think we could be pressuring mid.
Yeah, you don't even need to like think about this. Like,
well, I mean they're heading bot. They're heading bot to try to defend it, but I think we should be pressuring mid and taking this Alk out.
That looked like a really awkward play because you guys weren't really prepared for defending bottom. Like, you saw how both your Ember and your Naga were like super indecisive about that. And this play's not gonna do anything either, right? Like.
Yeah, this feels.
We're gonna set up on the out, but maybe
do we get him? Do we get him? Oh yeah, we get him. Nice.
Get him. Okay, all right. That's worth it then.
Yeah, I think if we kill the Ember, that's worth it. Oh, nice.
Okay. So it was a really awkward play. Like I get what you were aiming for, and it did work out. So.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
By me.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I think that's huge. Picking off the Alk there, he was getting kind of scared.
So is this Naga gonna be the greatest player of all time and just instant rush Scotty, or is he gonna go for?
Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't go for Scotty. I think he should have. Like we talked about it on hindsight later. Probably should have gone for the Scotty. But
yeah, because Manta does nothing. Like Manta is great for accelerating your farm.
Yeah. But you're never gonna outfarm that stupid Alk.
Right. Okay, can you change it to net worth, please?
Where?
Yeah.
So Ember
so you can see
is going for the Maelstrom.
Yep. Yeah, Ember's tempo has been really cut down.
I mean, this Alk actually looks very shut down. All things considered.
The Alk is shut down, but now you don't have any pressure points. Like, Alk has been shut down for the first 13 minutes, so you need to keep him shut down.
Yeah.
So I really dislike the way that the Mars is playing this. He's basically waiting for fights to come to him. And he should be playing aggressively with the team. Yeah, like this is... Like, he needs to be coming here.
Yeah. Well, I think I was running in by myself a lot, trying to get in here.
Oh, maybe you can ulti and heal him? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we do end up invading the jungle here, I guess.
Oh man, this is... No one is helping the... no one is helping kill the Razor.
Yeah, with him. Do we not kill him?
No, probably do, but it's not worth it. You send 3 heroes, Alk survives.
Yeah.
You do get the big tide kill, I guess.
Dire's middle tower is
I mean, we did kill their pause 1 and pause 3, I suppose.
Well, their fake pause 1.
Yeah, the fake pause 1. Alk is Radiance, I think.
Radiance soon. Radiance soon.
Actually, he already bought it. I think it's just on the way now.
It shows that he does not have it yet. Oh. If you look at the bottom right, you can see he still has a Talisman of Evasion.
Oh, is that how you do, oh, it's Talisman of Evasion? Oh.
Yes, so that's why you have to check. Okay, but it's not bad. Like, this game is still playable for Radiant.
I'm doing my damnedest to push out waves on an Abaddon.
Yeah.
Feels so bad, dude. Oh my god.
And you guys are invading at the same time. It doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
right? Like this.
Captured in the flame.
I mean, on the bright side, Naga's still farming, but
Mhm. Yeah, you can kind of tell that I think Dire in particular right now doesn't really know what they should be.
I mean, they're kind of clumped
Doing-
up and they're just sitting around the Alk, making sure he gets
Right.
farm.
Like normally this would be bad for Dire just because I think you guys are pressuring the enemy team a lot better. But Alk as a hero kind of negates that.
Yeah,
as long as Alk
yeah.
gets a farm,
Like he's a solid win condition.
right. So yeah, again, Mars should not be playing topside.
Hmm.
Give that to Naga Illusions. Mars just plays as like
Yep.
a pause 3.5 this game with Skyrat.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think like this game is pretty much Mars is our main killer.
Yep.
It's Mars and Naga.
Yeah. Imagine if Mars is here. This is absolutely
Oh,
okay. I guess you guys get him anyway, but like
yeah.
that would have been an absolutely easier kill.
Yeah.
Always remember how
You can always have Ember or Naga split pushing lanes.
Yep. Like, I feel like we're doing pretty good. But it's just because we're on a timer.
You're on a timer, and also you can see like, even though you guys are the team with Naga, the waves look relatively bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Naga should be helping us to split push more. Like cutting the waves and stuff like that. Because I feel like I'm spending way too much time doing it.
Yeah, you're spending a lot of time. Skyrath is spending time. Mars is spending time. These aren't heroes that need to spend this time.
Yeah. Like instead of doing this, I'd rather he be cutting this with those illusions.
And Naga actually gets cut out here, which, you know, he's gonna TP out, but this is.
Oh,
no,
Rubik
what
canceled
happened?
his TP.
Oh no, so Naga just dies here. Yeah. Right? Oh, maybe Naga walks out. No. Maybe Naga walks it off.
Oh,
Radiant
Okay, I think she walked it out, right? Heals are keeping her alive.
I don't think it's enough though.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. Maybe it is, I'm not too sure. No, it's not.
to the underscape with you.
I TP out again. Feels bad. I don't want to be alive while my character dies, but
Right. Yeah, that was just way too greedy with the Naga. Like, there's
Yeah.
no reason to be hitting those ancients with your real hero.
yeah, I think Naga just should be cutting waves, pressuring.
There's so much space on the there's so much space on the map, and you guys, I don't think you had any vision there when that play was made. So
Yeah, we didn't see anything here. They have everything dewarded, so
Mhm.
if you look at their sentries, they're blocking everything off.
right.
I think we should be playing topside where our vision is.
Radiant's middle tower is
Yeah,
under
so I
siege.
was like talking to HLB about this. For those of you who don't know, he's an Immortal carry slash mid player. And the problem with a lot of like carry players is they're both greedy and not greedy enough at the same time. So for example, they'll be farming a really greedy part of the map, right? But there's actually not that much farm there, and the risk you're taking isn't worth basically the rewards that you're getting, right? And here again, it's like, where's Samar's? Finally, he comes
The
in.
help shouldn't lift a
Yeah.
hand against them.
Yeah, like the Skyrath is doing a really good job of
Yeah, the Skywrath is doing really well.
setting up these kills, but it really should be the Mars.
Yeah, no. Mars is going for the BP build.
Yeah.
Skywrath is going
good.
for Atos, almost has it.
These are all
Dire's top
fine
tower
items.
is being attacked.
I think the main thing I would change here is probably the Scotty right over Orchid.
This Orchid does not make
Dire's top
sense.
tower is under attack.
Because he's going for BKB.
You're
So
really losing now.
I think we're doing fine until BKBs come out. And then we suddenly are not able to do anything.
Yeah, like this game, I would seriously think if on Naga is going Diffusal, Scotty into Axe.
Yeah.
no other items. You don't need anything, and going on time,
Dude,
by the
that's
way, is
so
always a
annoying.
mistake. Yep, that's the interaction we were talking about at the beginning of the draft.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. The brood of the flame dies out. I scorch your name in the
Okay.
book of the
I think
dead.
Mars gets out.
Yep.
Link up.
Yeah, very nice. Mars basically runs it our way, and
I think I'm dead. Whatever.
yeah, I mean, the bigger issue is I think this Emperor has had almost no impact this game apart from the first 10 minutes.
Oh, he switched to Ags right away.
Yeah, which I think is still a mistake because you
The
can't go ads without Scotty.
Yeah, you need the Scotty, or else this guy's unkillable.
Yep. And realistically,
middle
like
tower
this is
is
just
being
such a
attacked.
bad Naga game.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that Naga really hates is when people stack evasion because you can't buy MKB for your illusions.
Yep, yep. I think this Radiance is very annoying.
Yep. And then once the AC comes out after BKB, I think this Alk is just
Yeah. Like, I was thinking maybe, like, just for the team, I should probably go for, like, a casual buckler or something. Just so, like, we end up, like, just melting to the minus armor.
Also, I'm noticing an extreme lack of Spirit Vessel.
Yeah.
I don't know whose role it is to get the Spirit Vessel this game.
I think we just...
Maybe, you know it's crazy, but maybe it's the Emperor's job this game to get Spirit Vessel.
That's what I was thinking, but he can't fight without BKB.
Yeah, but he, like, I think if instead of this, Maelstrom... I mean, I said earlier I would rush Maelstrom, but if instead of that he just went for, like, Urn into Spirit Vessel and, like, just fought with the team, maybe. It's such an awkward Emperor
But, like,
game.
honestly, though, I think if we had a Scotty... Like, what is it, a Scotty, Shivas?
Dire's top tower is being
I think
attacked.
that's a lot of gold.
I mean, like, Shivas on Mars and, like, a Scotty on Naga? I think we can manage the HP regen.
This is a really bad go by you guys.
Yeah.
Regeneration. You're welcome.
Radiant's bottom tower is under siege.
Save him. Save him.
Radiant's bottom tower
Like,
is being
I feel
attacked.
so useless. Like, I'm keeping my team alive, but it's like, we're so weak, we can't do anything.
Well, there's nothing for you to keep alive. Like everyone on your team is not a threat.
Surpass the master.
You know, like you look at this Emperor and he's dying.
Like, I'm literally getting nothing done. I feel so bad.
And you see here the outpops BKB just because he felt like it. Finally, you kill the Razor, which I think should have been an immediate kill.
Yeah, Sky's gonna
But-
drop.
Yeah. And then even if you survive this first, even if you survive this, it's not enough, I think.
Like, this guy is basically, with BKB, there's nothing we can do.
Right. And keep in mind, this is like an extremely underfarmed
Yeah,
out.
he's like, he's been shut down for 15 minutes.
You're allowed to start
Yep, like if this was a farmed out, you'd have like 2 more items.
Yeah.
No joke.
Radiant's
No, I think we did a
bottom
good
tower
job
is
of
being
shutting the
attacked.
Alk down. Like, Sky was on fire.
You know, the issue is your Mars and your Ember never play together. Like, not once this game did you get like an Ember running at the opposing hero and a Mars just kind of following up. Except for that one catch up Razor mid, which led to that disastrous fight right there. And now Ember's going for more non-damage items. Because he needs it to survive.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, it's... okay, Manta on Razor, seriously?
You know what? I really should go for a buckler though. I didn't think about the
Yeah.
minus armor.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But it's not a big deal, like, I don't think a buckler changes anything.
I think it would give me like a split second to react a bit faster to keep my team alive. Because I think a couple
Potentially.
times I'm like, just a fraction too slow.
I think if anything, your team maybe just gets like, needs like a medallion of courage or something. Shred through the armor from Alk early on.
But I also need a 4 staff too. There's just so much we need.
Yeah, but itemization can only cover so much.
Yeah, I'm +5.
Outrage! Will
Nice.
I use my powers wisely? Take that.
I mean, this guy is finding kills.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's not leading to anything. I would have like expected this top tower to die maybe like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, like I said, I think Naga definitely needs to be doing more wave
Dire's
kiting
top
and less
tower
team
is under
fighting.
attack.
Well, his
In
illusions are
case you
just kind
weren't
of
paying attention.
not hitting anything.
Dire's top tower is being
Down.
attacked.
But, dude, we have a numbers advantage, but there's nothing we can do. We can't kill him.
And you see Razor. Look at where the Razor's farming
Yeah,
right now.
the Razor, they don't care.
The Razor literally rushed a Manta style. Like, this is... You should never be allowed to rush a Manta style on Razor. It's disrespectful.
Trickster's rule of illusion.
Like, you... I don't know. I don't know what to really say about that. Like,
It,
it's
it
good
doesn't.
against
It
Snap.
actually doesn't even matter.
It's good against
Like,
Shane.
it actually
Dire's
doesn't
top
even
tower
matter.
is under attack.
Like, it's just the Alchemist
I mean, yes, but
and the
like...
Tide. I'd say the Alch and the Tide.
Right, but it like if you look at how much the Razor is actually doing in the fights, it's like it's not negligible either. Like
That's true.
the fact that you guys aren't able to kill the Razor even is a big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
We just don't have the damage. It's like Sky is our only damage, and Ember.
Right.
Like Ember, but
Right.
Ember's is like periodic. No, it's not really burst. Like this is our main damage dealer.
you can see the problem is both your Ember and your Naga went for these like weird defensive second items. Kind of like Ags is really I don't know if Ags really does anything. Yasha I don't know. Like this is just such a weird Naga build.
Really like that Scotty idea. Yeah, he's the Skywrath is our main damage dealer.
Yeah. Like I don't know, like Naga, you had 3 items here. If one of them is Scotty, you just go on top of
Mhm.
basically anyone with your
I mean,
illusions
Naga's
and your net.
farmed. Like she's 260 CS.
Can I see the net worth for a minute?
Yeah.
I mean, not the net worth, the GPM. Yeah, that is very slow for a Naga.
Actually, never mind. 5, 6.
Yeah, because you didn't get the second farm accelerating item in Manta style. Right, so you're kind of forced to play like this weird build. And you can see like the way he's farming is
Oh, he did get the Orchid.
Dire's top tower is under
yeah,
siege.
and then now he has the Orchid, which still doesn't do anything because there's already a BKB.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. This is the hardest part.
Again,
See.
keep in mind this is probably the slowest farming Alch ever at
Yeah.
710
This Alch is like
Attacking her.
700 GPM now.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter because he's still considerably ahead of the Naga.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a general issue, I think, with like a lot of carry players, myself included. You know, like you just don't farm fast enough. Like your small inefficiencies add up. Like every single item that Naga has gotten has not accelerated his farm or dealt damage.
Yeah. Oh no, what's he doing here? No, my friend. No.
And like this doesn't make sense either. You're just going in from the side trying to cut off people.
Our ult is down.
Yep. And again, I get it. Like Naga sleep is not the most important skill, but it's a lot of time wasted.
I think Sky's doing a good
Tower is
job
under
being under
attack.
trying to pressure this thing, but it shouldn't really be Guy's
Yeah.
job. Like he should be
Yeah,
letting like, Ember or something do this.
Dire's
Like,
top
cause
tower is under siege.
Sky's
Oh.
are well. I guess because no one is doing it, Sky's forced to do it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what to say. Cause like without Sky we have no damage, but then no one's taking the towers, so it's kind of like we're just all switching our roles up.
Yeah, and then
Well, I'm dead.
Naga just falls here again.
Yeah.
Great teamwork, you vicious
It's just
fellas.
yeah, I don't know. Like it should be like Naga doing this, Sky with us. Instead Naga dies and Sky is not able to connect. I mean we got tier 2, but I think it cost us a Roche.
Right? And you have, I mean, I don't know. Naga just has like 3 items that don't do anything. Diffusal, I feel like it's okay.
I think Diffusal's good. Like at least Diffusal you know,
You have to fight with the defusal.
forces them to send at least 2 heroes to your lanes, right?
I think defusal you have to fight with, and if
Yeah.
you plan on playing this farming style of Naga, and you're not fighting, then I don't know if you want to rush the defusal. It's like a bit of a weird situation, though. I get it. Like,
Oh, so
look,
close.
this guy out there is trying super hard to like
Yeah.
do anything.
Almost.
It feels like a tilt play almost. Like it's a good play, but it's tilty. It's your solo Skyrat trying to kill a Razor with Manta.
Mhm. Okay, Naga's.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh
siege.
no, just some bad micromanagement, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think Naga's
We'll take that.
can farm this area,
Radiant's
keep the wave
bottom
pushed
tower
in,
is
so at
being
least
attacked.
the rest of the team doesn't have
Let's
to
watch
split
and
up.
see what happens.
Good.
Mhm.
Radiant's bottom tower
But now they're
has
death
been
balling, and we don't
destroyed.
really have a good answer to their death ball. Okay, Ember is going for the Scotty instead of the Naga.
Which doesn't make sense again. The Naga's going hard. Ember should be going Shivas, you know, like if you're gonna go for an
Yeah.
anti, you can't go for Scotty on Ember. Like you can do it if you're like really far ahead, but you're already starting green for gold on Ember.
Is Refresher? Would you go for the Shivas on the
Murderous
Mars?
spree. Great teamwork. Your
I
vicious
don't think it
stance.
matters. Mars has outlived his usefulness at this point. Maybe you can go for like a raid pact or something.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
I still can't get my freaking Force Staff.
Mhm. Like, there's only two ways to play offlaner right now, I think. One, you go for, like, the I'm gonna stay in the same lane,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
push it until the enemy dies.
Yeah.
Or you play for the all-in, where you're like, I'm gonna be a hero that initiates, and I'm not gonna hit
Dire's
creeps.
bottom tower is being attacked.
As
Radiant's
an offlaner, you
top
can't really
tower
do
is
both.
being attacked.
It's just very inefficient. Like, this, I think Tide has done a really good job of being
Dire's bottom
the
tower is under siege.
guy who just stays in a
Dire's
lane
structures
and just
have
makes
been
sure that
fortified.
life is miserable for you. You see how farmed this Tide is.
Yeah.
He's almost got Refresher.
Yeah. 31 minutes Refresher.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Mars is kind of like trying to join
Dire's
fights
bottom
while
tower
also
is
trying to
under
push out
siege.
lanes, and it's just not working. There's not enough space on the map.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Like, someone needs to be sacrificing for your team, I think.
I think it's the Ember that's actually sacrificing.
Radiant's top tower
Like
has been
he's
destroyed.
trying,
Dire's
but
middle tower is
there's not much he can
under
do against this.
But Ember is not a hero that does very well if you're not getting kills.
attack.
Yeah,
Radiant
exactly.
structures have been fortified.
But it's just so hard to get
Dire's middle
kills.
tower is under siege.
Right.
Radiant's top tower is under
But again,
attack.
it's hard to get kills because there's no one playing with the Ember.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
And also that's a...
Anti-synergy.
Dire's
Yeah.
But he has Aegis, so it doesn't even matter.
Dire's
He's
middle
just
tower
satanic
is
too, he
falling.
really doesn't care. Not a good ulti.
Radiant's top barracks is falling. Radiant's top barracks has been destroyed.
Whoops.
Great teamwork. You vicious
It's
stance.
32 minutes in, you're against an out, but there's 0 HP regen
Yeah.
in canceling
He's-
items.
It's unkillable.
Yeah. This is miserable. Oh man. It's really rough. I think you guys played pretty well, but it's just the itemization
Maybe the
really killed you
itemization,
guys.
yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Itemization and draft
So
too.
that's something that's
I really don't like the negative pick, but I think we've beaten that one into the ground already.
I don't like the Ember pick either. I think it was a very bad Ember game already. So Ember is really, really good in situations where the enemy team either has like no catch, right? Or has a bunch of heroes you can just burst and run down. Razor's a really tough hero for Ember to burst down. Rubik is not the easiest either. Lich is, but no, it's Lich.
What would you do, or what would you pick instead of Ember there?
I'd have to go back and look at the draft. I think this is a really, really good game for, well, Storm if it's up is always good, right? I think,
So why would you say
wanna-
Storm over Ember? Like, what makes Storm better than Ember?
Well, for one, Storm is just stronger in general as a hero right now. It's probably the most OP mid. But also Storm lets you instantly kill Lich.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. It instantly kills Rubik if you catch Rubik. And I think Storm just has a much, much better itemization pathway. You just rush BKB. Now, what does Dire really do if you
That's
rush
true.
BKB?
Just like Knowles into BKB, right?
Right, and Storm, you know, ironically, Storm has a really good matchup into Out too. Like if Storm was up, I don't know if it was, but if Storm was up and you picked Storm, I don't think there would be an Out this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Because the other thing you're lacking is catch. Right, because I think you said it earlier, there was no hero that you could play around on both the Abba and the Skyrat.
Radiant's middle
Yeah.
Like, it
tower
had to be
has
the
been
Mars,
destroyed.
because you couldn't play around the Emperor.
Yep.
It just didn't work.
And you don't like Naga doesn't want you to play around her ever, right?
Right. And also another major weakness of Ember as a hero is that the hero needs 10 to 12 minutes of farm. You can't really play this hero without that farm.
Yeah. BKBs are up on everybody. Can't do jack.
And I'm just looking at the list of heroes. Obviously, it's a little bit unfair because I'm looking at all of the heroes in the game.
Yeah.
I think Lina is really, really good here. Lina is always good against these type of like ranged heroes. Because Lina outranges you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think Queen of Pain is very reasonable here too.
Yeah, actually, that sounds really good. The raw burst damage would have been huge.
Yep. Raw burst damage. Even something like Puck works.
Yeah.
Like just anything that's not a melee hero that has to dance around team fights when there's two heroes that catch.
That's true. I think Puck with the Witchblade is like so much damage. Beyond.
Yeah, and Puck also makes it so easy for your team to play. Because when one of your supports has no catch, it's fine. When both of your supports have no catch, you need your mid laner to be the catch. And Ember, yes, you have Chains, but Chains is not very reliable, to say the least.
It's definitely not team fight winning stables.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I think at this point there's really nothing we can do.
Yeah, I mean,
Naga's cutting waves, but it's a little too late, I think. Like, I think that should have been default mode.
yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I think like your carry player Ego, I think he really likes playing these split pushy type of heroes.
Let me see.
Which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just...
I mean, he played a really good Wraith King, but that's like...
Radiant's bottom barracks
It's still a split pushing hero.
Oh, that's true. Spiders. Alright.
Skellies.
No, Jet!
Yeah, but to be fair, you guys got out.
I think we got outdrafted. Yeah, definitely got outdrafted.
Like, it's easy to say, like, oh yeah, we can pick these heroes. We can do these things, but if you had, I think if you guys had known there was going to be an out, there were many heroes.
Yeah. We did not expect the out. Like, it didn't even occur to us until we saw it that we're like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fine. I mean, like, you have to lose to... Like, sometimes these heroes just surprise you once, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
probably should never let this happen ever again.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's that.
Yep.
Alright.
Basically, main things to take away from this game are
Radiant's ancient
Itemize
blade
better.
itemize a lot better.
And let the heroes that are good at doing the job do the job.
Yep. And there was a lot of just like weird movements.
Yeah.
Like people who, well, you know, people should have went top and then they did not go top.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's look at the damage numbers.
Yeah. Sky, huge numbers. Like Sky played really well, I think.
Oh man, Naga with 18k damage is. I'm really curious about like the thought process behind the Naga because, like, when I'm playing a hero like Razor, I really like. I know like Razor Link isn't great against like illusion heroes or anything, but I really like playing into Naga because Naga doesn't do anything.
Like Naga's usually like, that setup here for your real wombo combo, right?
Naga is great when the other team can't kill illusions. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can pick Naga for wombo combos too, but
All right.